What's up, guys? I'm Vocal Strike, and I am here, as always, with Wakinetic.
What's happening, everybody? It's time for some shockingly good duels.
That remains to be seen. And
Hey,
last time... what?
Just because you take an L doesn't mean it wasn't a good duel.
Last time we tried to, attempted 4 times on this one particular Duel Gauntlet against the Enforcers.
We haven't even seen Callan Kessler.
It was always either Yusei kicking our asses or Jack kicking our asses.
I have a suggestion. If we lose 2 more times, okay, we take the Taka Turbo, because all of our speed spells we should have normal spells equivalents of, and try a non-turbo version of Taka Turbo for the same deck, just using normal, not speed spells, and see if that gets us through.
Fair enough, but that... Actually, no, we could probably just copy... Can we actually copy the recipe and just replace all the speed spells with regular spells?
I don't think it will... Well, it might. As long as you have the recipe saved, you can just load a recipe. I'm just not sure it will work to load to a normal deck because it's not a normal deck.
Fair enough. Speaking of which, we decided to make some alterations to the Takahiro deck. So, we took out Necroshade, a Hero Emerges, Yubel, Destiny Hero Plasma, and Neos. We also took out Burstinatrix and Flame Wingman. Clayman's now at 2, Wild Heart's at 2, Ocean's at 2. We have Ice Edge at 3 now. We drew in a Fusion Sage, a couple Terraformings to get our fusion spells a bit faster, and an MST for extra back row removal. United we stand, some Bottomless Trap Holes to deal with some problem monsters. Call of the Haunted to get some of our heavy hitters back.
And
we kept the rest.
I just realized something. Why aren't we running Dark Bribe?
Good question. We do have enough room for 3 Dark Bribes. We also threw in a giant Trunade as well.
I believe Dark Bribe is limited, but either way, it would still be not removal of spell and traps, but stopping spell and traps.
What am I doing? Not just... Dark Bribe is unlimited.
Alright, put it at 3.
So our deck stays at 60 after all. Though honestly, we kind of needed a bit more to work with on the spell and trap department. On dealing with back row and problem monsters especially.
I would be less bugged by a 60-card deck if we had access to some of the later released heroes.
But we don't.
Honestly, I would just be less bugged if we had access to Blaze Man.
Oh yeah, which also reminds me, we also took out Heat.
Yeah.
We took out Flame Wingman and Dark Bright. Because honestly, we've ever only used Dark Bright to pitch Necroshade, and that's it. And, well, we can cheese out Shining Flare Wingman with the Swamp Cane anyway.
Yep.
And Shining Flare Wingman is a better Flame Wingman. And we also brought Absolute Zero to 3.
Yep.
So, if we use Terraforming's Effect, unless there's some mistiming involved, we can just use Terraforming's Effect to pitch Absolute Zero to buff Terraforming and use Absolute Zero's Destruction effect.
Right, you don't pitch anything for Terraforming.
Terra Firma.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to tribute one face-up elemental hero monster, and it gets a buff to that attack until the end of the turn. And if we tribute Absolute Zero, unless there's mistiming involved, it would trigger Absolute Zero's destruction effect.
Fun fact for you, Absolute Zero doesn't miss timing.
It just goes?
It just goes.
Nice!
Because it's not an if.
Read recipe is not this, I don't think. Actually.
Read just like you look.
Reset deck, empty, change deck name, delete one recipe, change recipe name.
Make sure you save first.
I did save the recipe.
Actually, no, it's read recipe.
It is read recipe to load a recipe?
Yep.
Okay, it just removes the speed spells.
Oh no.
So the recipe for this one, it will load the deck, but all speed spell cards will be removed. Which is honestly just double summon, creature swap, and
Dark Core.
Dark Core, and that's it. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's just get to the duels and stop wasting time.
Yep. If we fail 2 more times, then we'll look at it.
I'm coming for you, you blonde-haired son of a bitch.
It's dirty blonde, sir, and I do not appreciate that tone about my mother. We put in terraforming. First day after putting in terraforming. 2 fusion gates and opening hand.
I mean, we have a Stratos, a Miracle Fusion, and a... Hello, Ice Edge!
The problem is Ice Edge can't stack directly without us pitching a card.
We could pitch a Fusion Gate, honestly.
I'm gonna leave this one up to you and see how you play it.
Honestly, I think the best play is just try to use Ice Edge as a fact. It's only 800 damage, but...
I will say the one thing I would change is I would pitch Malicious Edge instead of a Fusion Gate. That way, if they do play some form of removal, you can still use Miracle Fusion to put Absolute Zero back on the board.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Let's do that instead.
Because Absolute Zero is the only Omni Hero in this game that just takes a hero.
And we get to do some back row removal. He had nothing to stop that.
Well, that's not always true.
So which one?
I'd say the one to the side.
This one?
Yeah.
That was Ebon Arrow.
Oh. Houston.
Honestly, we don't really need a Fusion Gate on the field right now. Black Queen Shara the Blue Flame. Yeah, that's what I expected.
Sure.
It doesn't take much to kill Ice Edge.
Sure.
Oh, hello, Kalute!
Oh no.
Sparkman.
Okay, so first things first, Miracle Fusion.
Yep. Absolute Zero.
Then I would normal Stratos for the removal.
Of course. And then we can use Fusion Gate to create the Shining.
Yeah. I'm just debating whether or not we should use Stratos or Absolute Zero to make the Shining. I would go for Absolute Zero just to get rid of the Flowers cards.
Fair.
Well,
Goodbye, Kalute. And goodbye, Shura. What was that face down? It was Mistral the Silver Shield. You take from the next attack this turn to 0. Okay. So, attack with Stratos. Got it. So this attack becomes 0 due to Mistral. But that doesn't stop the Shinings. Dark Eruption. Okay. He's bringing back the Kalute.
oh no, he's got a Kalute in hand.
Blizzard the Far North. Special summon a level 4 or lower Black Queen monster from your graveyard in face-up defense.
I do believe that means he's about to bust that Pink Pearl in the book.
No!
What?
AI be stupid, I guess? E emergency call.
Kalute in hand, be careful.
Return to an E emergency call.
That's not a bad draw.
No, that's not. There's no real reason not to use it. Should we just add an Ice Edge? Go for the direct attack to deal with the face down?
Sure, why not? Let's hope that is Torrential Tribute.
No, I don't think it is. Otherwise, he would have used
Nope.
it.
Well, no, because you were able to activate your effect.
That was fake feather. Oh, that's a normal trap version of Grave Robber.
Yep.
Or like a Blackwing version of Grave Robber, honestly.
Yep.
Actually, 1800. How many
Oh.
defense? 1200.
Don't risk it. He's still got polluted hand. If you're gonna kill something, kill it with Shining first.
Kill it with Shining first?
If you attack the monster in attack position with Stratos, he is just going to yeet pollute, give it 1400 more attack, and kill Stratos.
I was gonna suggest killing Shura with Stratos.
I would go for that, yeah.
Yeah, there's Kaloop.
Kaloop 2?
Oh, Kaloop 2. 2 Kaloots. Which brings him out to 4100.
Yep. That does mean your effect on the Shining will trigger, so you get to put 2 cards back in your hand.
Let's do
Not the fusion.
Not the fusion?
Because that, if you put the 2 monsters back into your hand, you have spots that you can use to fuse into with fusion gates to just re-banish them to get the same number, if not more, banished cards for the effect of Shining.
The Shining. Fair point. So... Oh, right. It's still the battle phase. Main phase 2. Hey, look at me actually using the second main phase. So, what should we use for Absolute Zero, and what should we use for the Shining? Should we just pitch another Absolute Zero for the Shining's effect? Or not the Shining, to fusion summon the Shining, like we did last time?
To be fair, denying them the chance to get rid of your stuff would be smart. Maybe fuse your 2 Ice Edges. Or no, fuse an Ice Edge into Stratos to make Absolute Zero. Then you Sparkman with the Absolute Zero to make the Shine.
So, Absolute Zero. Should we use an Ice Edge in our hand or an Ice Edge on the field?
Ice Edge in your hand.
Ice Edge, and you said Stratos?
Yeah. Plus now...
And then fusion summon
now
again.
if you manage to kill the Shining, you can just hit them with the... Well, I put Stratos back in my hand. I know this may seem overkill, but that is still a tuner. If he'd have drawn into the right card, he could have just summoned his Undestructible by Battle monster.
Nothing. Call of the Haunted. Might as well said it.
Oh, that means that's not even a Raven, because he could have still normal summoned the Raven without tribute. Alright, SpongeBob, Squidward, or Patrick?
You know I
It's
don't.
not like the-
You know I don't
it's
like
not an
SpongeBob.
opinion on the characters. I'm playing a tower defense, and those are my 3 starting tower options. I think I'm just gonna take the squid.
You know what? Let's go for maximum damage.
Bop.
Okay, going into Yusei with 5,000 life points.
That's better than nothing.
Oh. Oh, this hand. Okay. Sure.
Oh gosh.
Oh, this hand!
I would set Shiva Warrior Tar.
And just pass.
Yeah.
I mean, at least we have a way to get rid of the face down if we have to. Or if we need to. Oh, hi, Junk Synchron. And Speed Warrior. Are we looking at a Junk Warrior? I think we're looking at a Junk Warrior. He doesn't get the attack buff, though.
Nope.
Dark Eruption. Why would you set that first and not just play it straight from your hand? I do not understand this AI.
Here's the thing. It's actually the AI being smart, not stupid, Mason. It was trying to bait you into not attacking.
Terraforming. Let's see. So we have options. We can summon our Signer Dragon.
I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. I say, genuinely, we should probably go for maximum damage. But I would just normal Playman first and summon the Steiner Dragon so we have a Trap Negate up our sleeve. Got my boy Squidward tennis balls over here.
Oop. And let's go ahead and terraforming Fusion Gate so that it's out of our deck and out of our hand.
Yep. But I was also saying to get Fusion Gate. That way you have access to, like, you can climb through a number of fusions right here. You could go into Absolute Zero and then into the Shining.
Yeah.
Or you could do something crazy. Go into Absolute Zero, integrate Tornado into the Shining, and have a bigger the Shining at the end of it.
Ooh. That is very tempting.
I'm gonna be honest, the way I used to play my old Shining Hero deck, the entire purpose was just climb through banishing as much as I possibly could. He didn't MST it, so Is that the dirty bubble? That is the dirty bubble.
Absolute Zero.
I would just go for Absolute Zero into the Shining and leave Ice Edge in hand.
So, Ocean. And then, I guess in this case, it has to be Avion then.
Yep, if you want the Shining. The weapon on crew shooting some lead ball outside of the pool with a couple of guys who were from the woods. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. Got one little fight my mom got killed.
Have you been watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Huh?
Have you been watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Actually, no. What? The Fresh Prince has some good music.
It does. They also...
No.
I think they also remade The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as well. However, it's not a sitcom. It's like a serious drama.
I'm not talking about the show. For a decently long time, Will Smith produced music as The Fresh Prince with DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Really? I did not know that.
Another good one is Nightmare on My Street. It's funny as all get out. He's got a bunch of good ones, honestly. That's why Jeff is one of the main characters in the show, like, that's always there. That's the DJ he does music with, and has for quite a long time.
Woodsman.
The guy that always gets physically thrown out of the house.
If anything, that's going to be a trap. We have a trap negate.
The fact that he hasn't responded yet, like responded to any of your spells, tells me it's not MST.
Should we...
I genuinely... What if you just fusioned another Absolute Zero?
With Woodsman and Ice Edge?
Yeah. That's another 2,500 attack body. It buffs Shining by 2 more monsters. My god, I am killing anchovies with Squidward's bad music. This is great.
Speed Warrior. Graceful Revival. No.
There.
Clayman and the Terraforming. Okay, this is turning out a lot better than the last attempt.
Yep.
Now to deal with my nemesis.
Ah!
Okay, interesting hand.
We're not having Black Atlas deck IRL.
Okay, interesting hand. We got Shiba Warrior Taro, Dark Bribe, Miracle Fusion, Prisma, and the A Forces. And our draw card is Terraforming.
I would set that Dark Bribe.
Let's go ahead and play the Terraforming to mill the deck, essentially.
I was gonna say, you have the setup to fusion summon pretty much any Omni hero here if you want to, just due to the fact that you have Prisma in hand. Or we could set Shiba Warrior Taro and kind of just hope for an interesting draw. I'm gonna leave that one up to you. Chocolate? I was a big SpongeBob fan growing up. I can quote some SpongeBob episodes from memory.
Whereas I never had any interest in SpongeBob in the first place.
I can guarantee you I can quote at least one SpongeBob episode from memory completely right now. It's Reflow.
Oh, tribute summoning. Strong Wind Dragon.
Oh no, that's Fearsome.
And our draw is Ice Edge. Okay, he attributed a Twin Shield Defender for that Strong Wind Dragon.
But that's the thing, though. Now that we have an Ice Edge in hand, ooh, we can set some stuff up. The problem with using up Fusion Gate here is Prisma doesn't add anything to hand.
It sends to the graveyard, which can help with Miracle Fusion.
Yeah. The problem is, ideally, we want to find a way to set this up so that we summon Absolute Zero and then use Absolute Zero to summon something else. Preferably using Zero. Wait! I've got it! So we're gonna use Prisma to send a water attribute hero to the grave. We're going to use Miracle Fusion to fuse those into an Absolute Zero. Then we're going to use Fusion Gate to fuse Ice Edge into a second Absolute Zero.
Oh, to trigger the, to have two Absolute Zeros on board, or to use one of the Absolute Zeros to board wipe?
Actually, now that you think about it, we don't really need two Absolute Zeros right now. Or now that you mention it, we don't really need the board wipe right now. The guy's only really got Strong Wind Dragon, and last I checked, that has less attack than an Absolute Zero.
It has 2,400 attack points since he did not tribute a Dragon-type monster to summon it.
Or we could just use Prisma to mill out a card we don't want to really draw, and then Miracle Fusion into the final.
That is an option.
I'd say go for that.
We can still add an Ice Edge if we do that, though, if I'm thinking this correctly. So let's use Prisma's effect to pitch a water monster. Let's go ahead and pitch Ocean. Then, Fusion Gate. MST. I kind of want to Dark Bribe that. And then we want... Think. Let's... No, not Miracle Fusion just yet, actually. Actually, Miracle Fusion does work on monsters in your hand, correct?
No.
It does not.
I would just Miracle Fusion to Shining right now.
I thought Miracle Fusion worked with monsters in hand.
Nope.
We could also summon Gaia. Which gets another body on board and makes Strong Wind Dragon weaker.
Fair enough.
But I kind of want to keep Ice Edge just in case. Decisions.
I would keep the Ice Edge for now.
Which does activate Shiva Warrior Tara's effect, which bounces it back to the hand. But we can't. But we can't summon it anyway, so. Swords of Revealing Light. And a face down. Miracle Fusion again. I'm gonna set the Shiva Warrior Taro and just pass, because we can't do anything else. We have no way of dealing with that Swords of Revealing Light.
Yep.
Mad Archfiend.
Ooh, that's piercing.
Oh, come on. Enough with the piercing, Jack.
What? You play enough games against people like Yusei Fudo and D-Man where they play these can't be destroyed by battle cards, you start using piercing.
Hello, Cane of the Swamp.
You could pitch it for pop. Well, honestly, you might just want to summon Gaia anyway.
Absolute Zero might be more worth it now.
Oh, yeah, fair. Just, well, can you summon Absolute Zero without getting rid of the Shining is the problem.
It requires an elemental hero and a water monster. We have Ice Edge and King of the Swamp.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about King of the Swamp. You could fusion gate. If you fusion gate them, that will get you better off, arguably, because it'll put another hero in the banished zone.
We can fusion gate into Absolute Zero, then use Absolute Zero to summon Gaia.
You could. I would honestly just go for the Absolute Zero and leave it on board.
What level is Absolute Zero? Level 8. 9, 10. That's too high of a level. Yeah, that's too high of a level. Be nice if we had Sparkman.
Yeah. Realistically, what we are trying to do is get another monster on the board with high enough attack power that he can't just spam attack into us, which is why I originally suggested Gaia. Because then Mad Archfiend can't attack over Gaia.
True. We can get both Gaia and Absolute Zero. Actually.
Okay. Alright, go for it.
Then we use Poly instead of Fusion Gate.
Oh, yeah.
To summon Gaia first. Sure, there's no reason not to, honestly. And then we use Miracle Fusion to summon Absolute Zero. In which case we use Ice Edge and King of the Swamp.
Nice thinking.
Now attack me. I dare you. Tribute sets, and he used a Sangam for it. So he gets to... And he adds Magna Drago, which is a tuner.
Yep. So if we get a hero we can fuse with, we might want to board wipe next turn.
Uh-huh. Sparkman.
Right, Shiner.
Torrential Tribute.
The Jag.
That destroys all his monsters too, though.
Yeah. But it puts us in an infinitely worse situation because of Magna Drago.
And there was mistiming for the Shining, so we don't get anything back.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, no, we're dead. He has Magna Drago.
And Stamping Destruction. Fair enough.
Just make sure you dead.
We survive with 100 life points.
Yes, but Magna Drago gets stronger.
Emergency call.
You could use Stratos. Or Wild Heart, that's like the best way.
They're not strong enough. Stratos is strong enough to be Magna Drago, but not Wildheart.
Wild Heart's getting plus 200 attack.
Oh, right, A-Forces. It might be safer for the Wildheart.
Well, if you go for Stratos, you get to add another hero to hand.
Doesn't matter, Dark Bride. So let's see what we draw. Mirror Force!
Second Dark Bride?
Heavy Storm. His face down was a Mirror Force.
We got this, yeah. Well, you got this. The Jack stay with him.
Damn you, Jack. Cutting ahead. Terraforming.
Too late. We're on session number 2. And we were recording for a decent length of time during session number 1 trying to beat this.
Oh, but that doesn't help us.
I think at this point we just take the L, my guy.
Okay, so we're gonna try Taka Turbo then?
Yeah.
Okay, so... the spells were... let's see...
Maybe go for some removal spells instead of what we had, because we had Creature Swamp, which I don't think is legal, Dark Core, and I don't remember what the other one was.
Double Summon.
Double Summon.
Creature Swap is legal, and I think we had this at 2.
The fact that has no, limitations on it is kind of crazy.
Then it was 3 copies of Dark Core, and then 1 copy of Double Summon. Dark Core is unlimited.
Yep. Handy removal by. I do believe the main reason we had Dark Core was that was dealing with the Earthbound Immortal. But I'm sure we'll be fine with this deck.
The deck doesn't change back if we leave without saving the recipe, correct?
Correct.
Okay, let's see how Taka Turbo does. Still going second. Okay, so we're gonna set the evac. And then, should we summon Bergzak?
Yeah, I believe so. What's this card's effect? Is this card?
If this card destroys a monster by battle, it can attack once again in a row.
That's nice. You get to jump the man. And then just reveal a warrior.
Yep.
I mean, you're just revealing you have it. It's not like the AI keeps track of his garbage.
Fair. Smashing Ground. I think we should probably evac our Bergzak.
I leave that choice up to you. I personally would say to bounce whatever he intends to attack you with, but...
Also fair. Sure, the Blue Flame. Trap Stun. Comrade Knight. Let's set a Fortress Warrior.
Fair enough.
No battle damage is involved with Fortress Warrior, and it cannot be destroyed twice per turn. Gillosaurus.
So it is a special summon that would let you synchro. But it also gives them back their syrup.
Let's see, that's 5, and that's a 6. What do we got for this? Oh, we can actually make it an 8 with Colossal Fighter and Fortress Warrior.
No.
Goyo Guardian might be the better option, though.
Yeah, because you can feel syrup.
Icarus attack! Goblin attack force. This is not a good position. I'm gonna set Shiva Warrior Taro for now.
Alright.
Call of the Haunted. I really don't like those face downs.
Yeah.
Oh, Mirror Force. What does this give us? Bryonic, Flamvel, and Gaia Knight. Cards from the field. To the hand.
But you do have to discard for that.
Return the same number of cards. Yeah, discard any number, so we can discard up to 2 cards.
Yep.
Urquiz...
He's just stronger if he does battle damage, and Gaia doesn't have enough that.
Urquiz's might be worth it, but those face downs are what's worrying me.
Yep.
No, it's screw it. I have no confidence in this duel anyway now, at this point. Fake feather. This is actually worse than the hero deck. And our mirror force is destroyed. Yeah, I don't think the Taka Turbo deck is the one, dude. We actually did better with our heroes.
That's mostly because we went faster with the heroes, to be entirely fair.
A-Forces. And there's no reason not to use Woodman's effect. Mill the deck further. Let's see. We can only really poly into Gaia and the Shining. So, not really worth it right now.
Exactly.
Gauntlet Warrior again. That's another 1,000. Yeah, he's purposely saving Scrap Iron Scarecrow for the Shining.
Yep.
As AI decides to be stupid. That's a card. King of the Swamp.
Kill him with the Don't waste time summoning or anything, just kill him.
Let's hope that monster has less than 1400 defense.
Why not just attack with
Junk
Shining?
Synchron.
You only needed 400 damage to kill it. Why attack with Woodsmith? You are very frustrating sometimes. You knew he had no other face towns. Why risk it being a 2K defender when you could just attack with Shining and kill him with Woodsmith? He only had 400 life. I hope Jack Atlas turn 1 Red Dragon RC here.
Luster Dragon.
That works too.
I'm just gonna have to set Woodsman and pass.
Hit him with the strong wind dragon.
Assuming he has it. Which he does not.
Smash his ground.
I don't think Smashing Ground works on face downs.
Crush his shield. Make sure he doesn't get poly.
Set to face down and end phase.
Dark Bribe is poly.
Dark Bribe's 8 forces, which is what I was hoping for.
Sometimes I hate this AI.
He could have another Dark Bribe. Okay, so we have options.
We might also just have bottomless trap hole.
Oh, we also have an emergency call.
Yep. I hate how easy it is to bait this AI. I'm just gonna say it.
Stratos. We haven't normal summoned yet this turn. So let's poly into, I guess, absolute 0. Let's use an Ocean and a Sparkman. Normal summon Stratos. Wipe out his 2 face downs. Which was Mirror Force and MST.
Atlas, you better have something up your sleeve, because I gotta go soon.
Oh, you are going to be cleaning house after all?
And I'm not cleaning house, doing my job, but yeah.
Ah. Unfortunately, Stratos
Luster Dragon is stronger.
is weaker than Luster Dragon, yeah. Dark Resonator. So he can synchro summon a level 7.
I don't know if he has a level 7. Oh, he does. Oh, it's Floating Dragon Wing, that's right.
You can destroy them so immediately with this card's effect without applying damage calculation. And inflict damage to your opponent equal to the monster's attack.
Yep.
Ow.
And I think that has more attacks than Absolute Zero.
Nope, 2400. Absolute Zero has 2500.
Is it the fact when it attacks or battles?
If this card battles a monster whose attack is equal to or less than the attack of this card.
Alright, so you're good.
Can make it weaker with Gaia, though.
Or... follow me here.
We summon the Shining.
Yeah.
We only have regular Poly. He won't get the buff.
But you do remove his monster.
Yeah, but how... Shining still won't get the buff.
The buff isn't as important here as doing full damage on an attack compared to doing 100 damage on an attack.
Fair. Do we use Absolute Zero for the fusion, though?
You don't wipe his monster if you don't. If you use Woodsman, you lose your ability to potentially recur polymerization in the future. You cannot let this man establish a board state or he will kill you.
And we're gonna set the Doge just in case.
Alright, now he's gonna force that into attack position somehow.
Blizzard Dragon.
Well, so he can just make it so one of your monsters can't attack.
Which is gonna be Shining. Bottomless Trap Hole does not negate effects, so there's like no point.
Yep. Besides, you can just add a poly in your next draw phase and fusion summon something else.
Yeah. And he's going to attack the face down. Dark Bribe.
You could summon Barkion on him.
What levels? 8. Nope. Okay. We could.
Or you could summon Gaia. Either one.
I feel as though Barkion might be more worth it in the long run.
That trap negate can come in handy.
We can still fusion summon, but fusion summon what? Oh, Gaia.
Not worth.
Nope.
That being said, if he sets no back row next turn, why not use Shiba Warrior Taro to summon Colossal Fighter? You've got plenty of warriors in your grave.
True. Sets a face down, and nothing. Terraforming. Might as well use it just to mill the deck. Sangan. He must really need monsters.
Resonator.
Magna Drago.
Oh.
Avion. Not worth...
Are we gonna do the unthinkable?
What, like...
Make it Alan Kessler?
Make a what?
Make it to Gallon Kessler.
I think we are.
Imagine if that had been Dice Jar.
Finally! I have beaten your sorry ass, you blonde-haired dragon fucking son of a bitch!
The same Dark Souls rules, boy. You lost at least 5 times first.
Don't care, I still killed him! The enforcing ones. And honestly, Colin Kessler should be a walk in the park, considering how many times we have beaten his ass turn 1. Well, first time anyway.
I hope he magic cylinders you.
Does he even have Magic Cylinder?
I don't know. He might though.
Prisma. That's emergency call. And bring out Stratos. We can summon both the Shining, and we can summon Absolute Zero. And then summon Stratos to wipe out his back row.
Potentially. That all really just depends on what that back row is.
Not MST, I can tell you that much.
Yep.
Okay, so first off, let's summon Absolute Zero by using Avion and Ice Edge. Okay. Then, let's use Prisma and Woodsman to summon the Shining. Which would give him a big buff.
Yep.
Okay. Summon Stratos. Wipe out the back row.
What you got for us, Alan?
Cemetery Bomb. And Fires of Doomsday. If it's 100 damage to your opponent for each card in their graveyard.
So unfortunately, we are playing Spanish Hero.
Newdoria.
Oh, so you're losing a monster.
The Shining.
I mean, let's be honest, that was the correct choice.
That was the correct choice. However, Prisma and sure, Woodsman. Main phase 2, we can just Brain Shining back.
Alan, my man, you're sandbagging.
Callan was always the easiest of the enforcers. Oh, I could have used Stratos. And then we could have just said Woodsman for the poly, but oh well.
I play Dark Hole. Alan, please tell me you're cooking something.
Coffin Seller. Each time your monster cards are sent to your opponent's graveyards, inflict 300 damage to your opponent's life points. Oh.
So we will not be activating the effect of King of the Swamp.
Nope.
Why are you using Fusion Gate?
Second Absolute Zero.
And what's gonna happen? Let's see what happens.
They don't get sent to the grave.
They don't get sent to the grave, but when you destroy his monster, which may be something like a second Newdoria or a Grave Former, one of your cards is going to be sent to the grave. That's why I was trying to get you to hold some resources back.
Committed now.
I don't think you're ever going to learn this lesson, are you?
No, I tend to rush ahead without thinking. I am too smooth-brained.
No, can't really do anything else other than fuse Absolute Zero with Absolute Zero to make Absolute Zero. Mother of God. What if you did fuse Absolute Zero with Absolute Zero to make Absolute Zero, then you fuse that Absolute Zero with the Shining to make a final Shining with maximum buff?
Oh, God. You think we should do that?
Hit him with it.
This may have actually worked out in our favor after all.
Hit him with it. So I use Absolute Zero with Absolute Zero to summon Absolute Zero.
Would this count as reincarnation fusion summoning?
I don't think so. What was your face on?
Pitch Black Warwolf.
I think this just counts as overkill. We might have enough damage here to kill him in a single swing.
$5,300.
He lives by 200. You know what would be really funny? If he managed to kill you here.
I probably would be killing myself.
Callan, my boy. You gotta do it for the memes. Callan.
Clayman.
Oh my gosh, he might do it to you.
If that's a mirror force, though.
It might be a mirror voice, it might be a magic cylinder. No matter what, I think you just swing for the fences and see what happens.
Yeah.
Nope. I meant swing the Shining and wait till main phase 2.
Vorse Raider. Fire to Doomsday. Okay, that's actually not so bad. Sets the monster face down and passes.
Callan, I need you to cook.
Avion. Okay, so I'm gonna put Clayman in defense, just in case. We can summon the Avion. Oh, Great Tornado.
Not like summoning Great Tornado actually does anything.
Ah, fair.
You could just attack.
Armored Zombie. Yeah, his is literally just a power and burn deck. Do as much damage as possible.
Imagine if Coffin Seller was burning you every time you set one of his cards to the grave.
It would probably be banned at that point. Fusion Sage. You know what? Sure.
Why?
Mills the deck and gets Fusion Sage out of our hand.
Fair enough, I guess. Just do not fuse using Polly. Honestly, you can just put Playman in attack position and have Gay.
I want to nuke him with the Shining.
See, he didn't activate anything in response to that. I'm sure you got Gay.
Finally, we can move on.
Yeah, now we still have the one that's going to be harder than this one.
Which are the signers. But you also have to go to work soon. You said so yourself, so...
Yeah, I have to leave at 1.
And you're an hour... So, next time on... This is probably just going to be one episode. Next time on Reverse of Arcadia, we go to face the Signers Duel Gauntlet. And then after that, there's just one more duel, and that is Reverse of Arcadia finally finished.
Yep, good luck. Bye.
Bye. See you next time.